Hi, have you ever thought about how Netflix purchases movies even before they are produced? It's amazing, right? Netflix can buy movies even before they are produced, as far as they know the producers, the directors, and the actors in the movie. Data. Data is actually how they make those decisions. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for coming here once again. In my last video, I talked about this part 2, where we're going to be looking at the difference between IBM Data Analytics Professional Certificate and Google Data Analytics Professional Certificate. And I told you about how I'm going to be doing a little comparison between the both. So let's have some fun. So when I started with data analytics, I tried to get a place that's going to be so introductory, because it's like I started from nothing. So I went on Coursera.com. I searched for data analytics courses there. So the first course that came out was IBM Data Analytics Professional Certificate. So what did I do? I got into it and I registered. The first thing you do when you get on those platforms is that you check if there's a financial aid available. The financial aid is where you click. You don't click enroll. No. You check if there's a financial aid available. In my next video, I'll be explaining how to apply for the financial aid. When you apply very well, you don't need to pay a dime to go through the course, as far as you're serious though. So I clicked on the financial aid and I registered and I started the course. So when I enrolled in IBM for data analytics, the course, I started taking the classes and it was good. All the classes. One good thing about Coursera is that you can always adjust your time frames. You can always adjust your schedules. Yeah. So I started taking the courses, but I started noticing a little bit of rigidity. The tutors there were not really giving us relatable examples. What do I mean by relatable examples? There are examples I can give. I made an example with the woman selling akara. The woman selling akara in front of your house. I made an example with her. They're not giving us very relatable example. So when you try to relate, the best way to relate to this type of course is when you break it down to very domestic examples. If you're giving relatable examples in the courses you do, you find it very easy to get it. You find it very easy to catch what the idea they're trying to create. Again, is that the 2000 IBM, they also taught as though you already have a background knowledge. You have so much background knowledge in data analytics. You understand? They don't teach as if you're starting from the scratch. No matter how far gone you are, if you're starting a career new, you need to get a lot of things from the scratch. So this is actually why I switched from IBM. IBM was not giving me that vibe. They were not giving us the whole thing about you coming new. They were not doing a lot of introduction. Introduction is the word. So when you're looking for a lot of in-depth introduction, trust me, like I said in my last video, you can enjoy IBM. I don't know how you relate to things, but you can actually enjoy IBM. But I did not enjoy IBM. So I switched. I disconnected. I just got that first certificate and I switched to Google Data Analytics Professional Certificate. So when I got to Google on the platform there, I noticed that there are 8 courses there. But in IBM, there are actually 9 courses. You have to get about 9 certificates in IBM. But in Google, there are 8 courses there. So this is what I noticed. I enrolled for free again. I did the financial aid thing I talked about. I'll teach you in my next video about how to apply for financial aid. And there's a lot to learn, trust me. So when I got on Google, I started learning. It was mind-blowing. I noticed something very, very important about Google. People that work in Google come to teach. Anybody that is teaching is saying, I'm a marketing analyst in Google, things like that. I'm the financial this thing in Google. I'm the data analyst in Google. They are telling you their day-to-day experiences as a data analyst, and this is something that you enjoy. They give you examples. This is one example that stuck. When they talked about Netflix, I started looking into how Netflix actually buys movies out. There are movies that are not yet premiered. There are movies that are not yet shot, but Netflix buys them even before the production. What drives Netflix to make such decisions? Buying out movies before they are produced. Netflix as a platform use a lot of data analysis. What do? They are directors that are most sought after, especially when you use the data from the internet. You have a lot of directors that have the highest number of search. When you check their trends on the internet, you see that many people search for their names, many people search for their movies, maybe movies they have directed, movies they have acted. And when there's a permutation that is showing that this movie that is about to be produced has a lot of search on the actors, has a lot of search on the directors, they buy out these movies even before the movies are produced. And when they buy these movies, you see that these movies are a blockbuster. They know the information even before the decision is made. They know the outcome even before the decision is made. These are the examples they give us when we learn through the Google Data Analytics Professional Certificate Platform. And they have a way of sticking from the first course to the last course. And then they have a way of being with you. The example guides you in the decisions you make. Even as you study, once in a while, someone pops up and just gives you a relieving moment, telling you things that happen in the day-to-day life of a data analyst in Google. Another thing about Google is that many people may use Excel to teach, but Google uses Google Sheets to teach. Many of the things they teach you is from their own platforms too. I had to start preferring to use Google Sheets as against using Excel, because Google Sheets helps me save things in the cloud, and I can share just very instantly with a co-worker. I can share with a co-analyst. I am working on a project now, and someone just on the other side of the country is working with me on the same project, and it's just like we are chatting. We're working on the same sheets. We are creating formulas. We are creating new sheets. We are creating pivot tables. We are creating a lot. We are creating visualizations, and it's just like we are at the same place, but we're using Google Sheets. Even when they're teaching you SQL, that structured query language, you're not using SQL that is downloaded. You understand? You're not using the app. That's if you want to use it, you can go ahead. But they have BigQuery, and BigQuery in Google is the same SQL that we use. It's the same thing with the MySQL app you have, or the SQL app you have. You understand? And it makes it so relatable. They give you a lot of data to clean. Learning with Excel, they give you a lot of data to clean and manipulate. Learning with SQL or learning with their BigQuery, and it's just so nice. They give you examples that are relatable. Something that happened to me once when I was taking exams in BigQuery, and I noticed, I felt like there was an error because I was getting this thing pretty good. You understand? I was getting my codes. Have you ever noticed a bug? Have you ever noticed actually that there is a bug in your code, but you can't actually find the bug? It's a very crazy thing. So I did a lot of scrutiny. I searched and searched, and I couldn't find one bug, but it was giving me an answer that was not on the options there. I thought I was getting what I was doing right, but the answer was not there. So I had to mail them. I had to contact a friend that I know has actually finished the course. He said I should check my network, and when I checked, I just noticed that maybe it was a network error. Google makes you feel like you actually know what you're doing. You just become so confident using the Google platform as opposed to the IBM platform. I had to start using my drives, Google Drives, very efficiently. I used my Google Clouds very efficiently. I used Google Sheets. I use SQL very efficiently, and Tableau. The Tableau experience was wow. They teach you visualization from very different standpoints, citing examples from all walks of life. I was talking with a friend the other day, and I made a very resounding example. There's a place we see pie charts that we don't even know that they are pie charts. When you're downloading a movie on Netflix, you see that circle showing you how much download has been made in relationship to how much download has not been made. It goes that way. It's a circle, and it's showing you. That's a pie chart. Studying on the Google platform made me understand that data analytics is in our everyday life. You just see them everywhere. Everywhere I look now, I just see something that somehow relates to data, somehow relates to something that can be recorded. I made a post for some time on LinkedIn. I think I'm going to share the link on the description. I told people that they should start recording data. You understand? Google pushed me to understand that everybody should start recording something about their company, something about their business, something about their foundation. Just start recording. Google has put me in that environment to understand the importance of data, to understand how data helps governments, to understand how data helps businesses, how data helps foundations, how data helps every organization make very important decisions. When a decision is made in a company, I see the data part of that decision. I don't know whether you get what I mean. I see that this data was consulted, this data was manipulated to make this particular decision, and it has given me a different perspective to a lot of things. So I recommend Google Data Analytics Professional Certificate as a preferred platform to IBM Data Analytics Professional Certificate. I think you should try it out. Alright, another difference between these two platforms are the exams. The exams in IBM is, I don't know, you should actually try it out. The exams in IBM is not user friendly. They don't put everything in your face to see and just select the options. Most times it's something that they think you should already know. I don't know how they expect you to know it, but maybe it got me feeling like I should already know these things, but Google didn't make me feel so. One thing about Google is that you should always pick everything they say. They may be telling you a story now and they're just trying to imply a thing. I have my notepad anytime I'm learning, and I know that I write down almost everything. Trust me, I don't know how to leave any stone unturned. So I write and write and write and write and I just make sure that I'm writing, so that anytime the exam pops up, I'm looking at the notes and I'm comparing and it's sticking, you understand? But IBM, even things that they didn't say, they just expect you to know some things, you understand? Actually, before you start the IBM course, they'll tell you things you're supposed to know. But before you start the Google course, they tell you that you don't need to know anything. You understand? You just need to know. You just need to know basic computing, basic 1 + 1 is 2. The fact that 10% means 10 over 100. Do you get what I'm saying? Google is that interactive even in exams, but IBM is not so interactive. So you should just choose. It's left for you to actually choose between them, but I recommend Google Data Analytics Professional Certificate. In my next video, I'm going to be showing you step by step how to apply for the financial aid. It's a simple routine. It's just that you have to do it 8 times. You understand? So I'll tell you all the tricks around it. You remember, you can always share this video. You can always send it to young ones. You can always send it to anybody starting a new career, either 25 to 34. You're just around this stage in life and you need to switch to a new career. After applying for the financial aid, it takes 15 days and they give you a reply. You understand? I'm going to show you step by step how to make that application and kick off. Just send it to someone. Like, subscribe. I've seen the subscriptions and I'm grateful. Like, subscribe, and share to anyone that you think would love a new career. And data analytics is a very good career. Trust me.